I'm Ezra.
And I'm Rostam, and together we're 3/4 of Vampire Weekend, and we'll be answering your questions from CNN iReport.
Hey guys, when you're on the road, do you get along well?
I would say we've been getting along great on this tour.
It's been really good. We all saw Hot Tub Time Machine together the day it came out. I mean, you spend so much time on the road when it's really just, the other guys in your band. I think it would be really, really awful if you didn't get along.
Why did you choose to have RZA, the Jonas Brother, Lil Jon, and I think it is Jake Gyllenhaal in your new video, Giving Up the Gun?
I think in different ways we have connections to all of those people. RZA obviously is just he's a legend. Lil Jon, we name-checked him in one of our earlier songs, Oxford Comma, and he sent us a case of crunk juice. And then we had him in the video, and so we got kind of a reciprocal thing going on with him. Joe Jonas was actually at one of our shows in LA, so we figured he'd be a good person to ask. And then Jake Gyllenhaal, he's an acting legend.
Hello, Vampire Weekend. My question is, what is your take on piracy in the music industry? Does it help you as a band, or does it hurt you as a band?
All right. Well, I think we all grew up in the age of downloading music illegally. We're products of that culture. I personally believe that if you want music to be free, it should be, because people should do as they feel.
My name is Bryn, and with a name that's so unusual in the United States, I never thought there would be a song with my name in it. So my question is, who is Bryn? How do you know her, and what does she mean to you?
Actually, the Bryn that we know is from LA too, and she's somebody that we went to college with. And I like the name Bryn. I mean, I knew at least one Bryn when I was in high school, and I just think it's a nice name.
Hey guys, my name's Demi. Your music always seems to have some sort of, underlying sexual theme behind it. And I was wondering, is that intentional, or is that just how my mind perceives it?
I think sometimes the lyrics are ambiguous, but sometimes there have been maybe a tiny bit more specific references to sex. And almost every pop song is about sex, but then sometimes in country music they say making love or spending the night together, and obviously they're talking about fucking. But since the 50s, rock and roll, right? Rock and roll is about, the reason it's called rock and roll is it's about having sex. So I think it's almost become, we're so used to hearing songs that use euphemisms for sex that you kind of forget what they're actually talking about.
Hi guys, so the question that I had for you is, what inspired you to create Contra? Because in comparison to your self-titled album, I feel like this one's a lot more poppy, but at the same time you're really trying to experiment with your music.
Yeah, I think we definitely had some conversations when we were making this record, being like, are people going to think this record is more poppy or more weird? And I think ultimately it's both. So maybe that's not a bad goal to have.
Hi, I'm Gabby. I have a 3-part question. The first part is, do you prank each other? The second part is, what's the biggest prank that has been pulled? And the third part is, who's the biggest prankster? Thank you. Bye.
We do have a lot of pranks, but I feel like they're almost too bad to even talk about.
I've been actually developing a pretty intricate prank in my head, and I haven't dropped it yet, but I think it's coming soon.
So yes, we do prank each other. Just trying to think of recent pranks. Remember, Chris was reading in his bunk, and I just stuck my hand and gave him the finger. Does that even count as a prank?
It was really
That's
scary.
more just an aggressive thing to do.
Yeah.
Not really a prank.